if businesses, conventional business, are not about the money, because people don't really know about the money anyway.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And all the things you've been talking about cars and parking spaces and stuff, then they're not about the money.
We've established
They're
that's correct.
about social status.
And security a bit.
That's all about social status. Who's going to be last to leave?
Last out the door, switching the
Yeah,
lights
status
out.
in a way, I suppose.
Yeah, it is security.
Yeah.
So if you see organisations as social institutions, you get a much better handle on why they do the things they do. So the second tier down of management, executive management, their pay isn't fabulous. They're not earning millions of pounds a year. But certainly they'd rather have a fruit bowl than not have a fruit bowl.
Mm.
Because it's a symbol of their status. So how many people have you got under you then, Jeff? Oh, really? No, we're up to 100 now in my department.
Yeah.
Just my little... It's all about social status. And that is a better predictor of the manoeuvring that goes on within the organisation than ever the money is.
At Westlands, we had 7 levels of canteen.
7.
We had directors,
Yeah.
senior managers, middle managers, junior managers,
Yeah.
staff, works, and visitors. 7. And I remember...
I'd love to have...
When I
lunch with you,
arrived,
Chris, but
I
of
was in the
course-
middle management canteen. I wasn't in the junior
Shame.
management. I was in the middle management canteen. And every level had different things. So we got, for example, free beer or
Yeah.
cider.
Yeah.
Or sherry, weirdly.
Yeah.
The next
Grog.
level up had spirits. They could have gin and tonic or whatever.
So you could
And the
work in a
top-
helicopter.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
directors had.
Oh.
The directors had waitresses and I don't think they had any waiters. I think it was all waitresses, and they had like tablecloths and silver service and all that. But we got a certain amount of free booze. The people below us, lower management, they got free food, but they didn't get booze. And then, of course, staff and works had to pay for their food, even though they were poorer than us. They had to pay for their food. So it was just levels of madness.
It's not about the money,
But
is
when
it?
you got promoted, it was a big deal,
Yeah.
you know?
But you get
So-
promoted away from adding value to not adding value.
Yes.
So the guy at the top had almost no value to the business at all. And you go, what?
Well, we used to make big, important decisions, although I can't think of any.
But it's
But
all
in
about
theory, we
status.
did.
And once you get that it's all about status
Yeah.
and it's not about the money,
No.
then everything starts to make much more sense.
But fractal management just totally bins status.
It's
It doesn't exist anymore, the status,
well,
does it?
you
Apart
say
from
that.
possibly
It does.
I'm making more profit than you from my little bit than you're making.
It can be,
But-
or often it's just being an expert on something, because it's a meritocracy.
Yes.
So if somebody, if I was learning to play the saxophone,
well, you
I
have
come and ask
value,
you.
but it's not a sort of fake status hierarchy anymore.
That's right.
It's based on real value that you've earned.
Yes, and
It's based on real value, real money that you've earned.
Yes.
Yeah.
through your skills
Through
and
your-
magic.
Exactly.
Yes, and if you've got a skill that people want to hire, then that feels good because they're going to ask you for stuff, and that's going to give you a feeling of status.
Or products that you
and,
make.
and it's like being, in the spotlight on stage, like on a football field. If you've played well at the weekend,
Yeah.
it increases your status because of the merit that you demonstrated.
Yes.
It's not the same as just being famous for being famous.
When I was in